Hi, well, this is it, the last video on skeletal muscles. If you've been with me since the beginning, we started with the shoulders and ended up all the way down to our calves and our lower legs. Let's get to it. Like the forearm, there are a lot of muscles in the front and back of the lower leg that move your foot and toes around. I'm not going to go over all of them. Instead, I'm going to focus on two of them in the back of the calf that are responsible for a movement called plantar flexion. So, plantar flexion is just the sciencey way to describe what your ankle does when you lift your heel off the floor and you point your foot down. It's also the same action you do when you stand on your tiptoes. The two muscles that are most responsible for plantar flexion are the gastrocnemius and the soleus. The gastrocnemius is one of those muscles that does two things. Because it's attached with tendons to the femur and the thigh and to the calcaneus in your heel, it can do two types of movements. It can help flex or bend the knee, but when standing with your knees straight, it lifts your heel up and points your foot down. The other calf muscle on today's list is the soleus. It's underneath the gastrocnemius and is attached with tendons to the tibia and fibula bones in your lower leg and to your calcaneus or heel bone in your foot again. Its only job is to do plantar flexion. Together with the gastrocnemius, they provide a good deal of force when you want to stand on your tiptoes. So, what do you use these calf muscles for? Well, walking, running, climbing stairs, dancing, and jumping are just some common actions that come to mind. Remember that there are a lot of other muscles in the lower leg and foot. Think about all the ways you can move your ankles and toes. For example, the opposite of plantar flexion is dorsiflexion, where you point your foot up. However, in all my years in physical education, I've never seen an exercise that develops these muscles. However, if I worked in physical therapy, I'm sure things would be different. Okay, we're done with skeletal muscles. The next few videos will be on the nervous system. I'll see you then. For those of you taking my quizzes, I always include a question about tendons or ligaments. They are both tough, cord-like connective tissues, but tendons are different. Not only do they connect muscles to bones, but they're much more elastic than ligaments that connect bones to bones. That means that, like a rubber band or a ball, they can stretch and bounce back. This is really useful for sports because it's a way to store power and release it to help you move easier. For you athletes out there looking for an advantage, research plyometrics to learn how to take advantage of this extra power. But what I really wanted to show you is this and this. Both of these devices use the same elastic quality of your calf muscles and tendons to store energy and then release it to assist with movement. This is just another example of how people can take their education and use it in interesting ways. Stay in school, kids.